Hello, guys, and welcome to the Voice KE. My name is Collins Wangoi, and I'm back again with a beautiful lady called Mary. She's a sexual health expert, and today I want to discuss about sex between partners. Yes, this is a very complicated topic. It's a very complicated and very sensitive matter that people don't get to talk about, especially in partners. Do you feel like partners usually suffer in silence about sex?
Of course, if you have friends who are female, utasikia hata wewe mwenyewe mabeshto wako machali, you'll see like utasikia akisema mimi sikupenda huyo dem, amekaa tu kama hivi, amekaa tu kama mboga, nilimpea kama amekaa tu like hata amon, we hear those conversations with you. Sasa that is how we get to know about sex and how to communicate it vizuri.
Yeah, why do you feel like people are so sensitive about even talking to their partners about this sex? Ni kuogopa kuachwa ama ni nini?
Because they have a choose me mentality. Una date kufanya nini? Unajifanya somebody you are not, ndio chali ya kuchoose. No, if kuna wenye they engage kwa sex to hivyo, they are dating with intimacy, kuna wenye wa engage, kuna wenye whoever, if you engaging in sex, let the other person ajue your pleasure points. Zinaitwa pleasure points. Nipples ni pleasure points. You have clitoris, you have your head. We have a lot of pleasure points in our bodies. Let your partner know. Ndio hata to enjoy sex. Sijakuja tu kwako unimwagie na uende.
And when should people have this like conversation? Like when should they start? Because maybe you go for the first date and then maybe is it the first date? Is it after marriage? When should you like start having this conversation and starting telling your partner like mimi nataka unifanyie hivi, nataka uniguze hapa and such conversations?
Personally, like not even personally, men themselves, men who are leading in their masculinity, they will try and bring those conversations around. Lakini hao wenye wanataka kukutomba tu, it can be difficult kwa sababu anataka tu kazi yake ni kumwaga. There are 5 phases of dating. There are those who date for sex, and a lot of us tumefall kwa hiyo category as women. Kuna wengine they are dating people to get married. Kuna wengine they are just dating iende isiende wherever, but the onset of anataka kutoa panty, start the conversations from there, because that is very deep now.
Is it like after the first sex? Because don't you think like when you have your first sex experience, ndio ukijua huyu mtu venye ako, now that's when you start, or is it even before like you have that first sex umwambie mimi napenda hivi na hivi, kuna vile nikiguzwa hapa nasikiaga?
The conversation should be before for you to prepare yourself. Hapa tukuji kutest. Sex ni kitu ya kuenjoyiwa. Sex ni matunda tunasikia vizuri. Sijakuja hapa kwanza ni kutest, then later ni tuanze conversation natakanga hivi, nataka kuguzwa hapa. No, let's communicate and then you can adjust. Wewe uta-adjust kwenye una feel like utaona haya. Even sometimes you might have a mutual, maybe anapenda kukiss na mimi napenda kukisiwa, we might have a mutual one, so we can come together. Lakini before the onset of hata utoe your panty, let's have the conversation.
Utasikia mtu atasikia kama hiyo ni usherati, ati you love me for my sex and for my body and that kind of stuff.
No problem. Tumesema tuondoe choose me mentality. Kuna watu wengi kwa hii dunia. We are over 7 billion. Kama huyu anaona ni mimi ni msherati, move. Utaona pata mwingine mwenye ako ready to have such conversations. Usikwame na mmoja tu tunajaribu kumfosilia information, acha aendelee na venye amezoea kufuck kama amezima stima.
But I might be in love with this particular person, na maybe yeye ameniambia ati mimi anapenda kulikiwa. Let me just use licking, yeah? Na mimi, I don't like licking. Now, how can we go now around that maybe to solve that issue? Because maybe that's her point, when she's licked. But me personally, I don't like licking. Now, how can you handle that?
Yeah, that is one part of it. Kuna mwingine utasema unapenda blowjob, kuna mwingine atasema mimi sipendi kupeana blowjob. Pleasure point si moja. We can always have another that utatumia. We can also kama partners exploring these sex toys, muamue ku get this other self pleasure from other people. Masturbation watu wanafaa wazoe, like it's very healthy, even doctors says it. So explore in your body. By the time unapeana hii sex, upeani tu kupanua tu mguu, mtu akumwagia ama wewe mwenyewe mulipatana club, you just go you fuck. No, zoea kwanza kujujua mwili yako. You can do it by self care. Watu wanasema self care in quotes. Kununua toys, try look for your pleasure points, or you can even unaweza julia na bwana yako or the person you are dating. So anytime, not time yenye usi usharati ama anything, watu waongee tu. Tuongee tu hizi vitu, na tusionekane kama ni usharati. Usharati okay, nani ana dhambi anyway.
Kila mtu ako na dhambi. Yeah. Umeongea kuhusu ati understanding your body and getting to know your pressure points. Yeah. How do you get to know these pressure points and how do you get to understand your body, understand yourself?
By obviously touching yourself. Uendi kujiguza mapua,
touching unataka like nikwenda nicheze na mimi and then I go experiment with somebody else.
Umeuliza first one of the technique. There are those who first get the pleasure points. Like intentionally wameka maybe celibate, wataki ku have sex with another person intentionally. Si ati ile celibacy ati hadi like the monk or whoever decide to stay celibate. Intentional celibacy ni yenye you want to learn yourself. Umechukua identity yako. Maybe unasemanga unapenda bend over, but it's because maybe mkijuana na huo chali initiate bend over na juu you have a choose me mentality, you act to your body, unaweka mwili ndo huo chali ya feel vizuri. Maybe it is not what you really want. When you're in that season, ukitaka kujijua and kujiguza, it helps you kujijua personally what you really want in this sex. Tuache kuwastiana time. Si lazima we have sex. Kama sisi women, pussy yetu eyumi. Ni sisi tunajichukua tunajipeleka kwa wanaume. You can maintain first, ujijue, then kama si hivyo, exploit your man.
Yeah, and there is those couples where like the lady maybe they feel like they're not satisfying their people, or maybe they're not being satisfied, and they usually go maybe to do research on pornographic sites and all those kind of sites. Yeah, would you encourage people to go for pornographic sites, or do you prefer them exploring with their own partners in terms of sex?
Kama ni porn, kitu inakufanya usikie utamu, it is yours. So I'm not against anyone who want to watch pornography. I'm not against anyone who want to explore with their bodies. Kama unataka kulania huko. But nimesikia a lot of people saying, like the people who engage in sex, ati whatever happen kwa porn, si kenye ina happen in real life. So why waste yourself ukienda kuangalia? You know, but kama unataka kuangalia, it's okay. Yeah, me I'm not pro something. To each their own. Yes.
Everybody, like, you go do your own.
Yeah, kwa sababu even my pleasure points are not yours. Na kuna zinafanana za mwingine. We can be close, lakini si the same. You understand? Yeah, so to each their own.
Yeah, and you talked about masturbation so that you can get to understand your body. When is that point? And you said that it is very healthy. But what point do you get and say that now masturbation has now overridden? It's no longer like testing. Now it has become an addiction. Because now if people start maybe experimenting on masturbation, maybe it might become an addiction.
Yeah, a lot of people nowadays, they are suffering silently because there are some research here and there about masturbation. Dick inaweza jikav, others unaweza shindwa kuamsha when you see the vagina. So until such signs, kama you unai-compliment masturbation to having sex, then that's an issue. Kwa sababu hata kuna another thing I saw online, people saying ati kama wewe ni 1 minute man, kama wewe ni kuku, nyonga kwanza, then kama dem yako anakuja, you will be able to last longer. You see, so it is healthy because doctors wanasemanga ni healthy, inaweza kuprevent maybe prostate cancer. And it give you dopamine. You feel good after that release, you know. It has a lot of advantages, at the same time disadvantages.
Yeah. And when we are talking behind the scenes, you also mentioned that people should stop having sex while they're inside the blanket. So acha kutolea suruali sijui ndani ya blanketi mkiwa kwa giza. You go check on your partner. What is the importance of watching your partner as maybe you're having this moment of yours? What is the importance of this?
Aki watu waache ku have sex kwa giza because you cannot be able to identify penis hata ikiwa na that wound hapo around, even the vagina itself. Unaweza angalia discharge ya mtu through that, not ile time ati mnangoja you have sex and then you say huyo dem sikumpenda because of harufu or whatever. No, hiyo time tu. Have the lights on. Chunguza, kagua kitu. Guza kama unaguza, you know? Guza kama unaguza. You know, inaweza kusaidia kuelevate STIs. Mostly STIs kwa sababu HIV ni STI. Ball achana nayo kwa sababu ball ni sperms. Sperms hatutasema ziko infected or whatever ama na uko, but you asked time ya sex. Why is it important? Watu waache kutoa suruali hivi, like the way you remove uko kwa duvet and then unarusha hivi na miguu, you know, like a mwizi unatandika kitanda hivi with your legs. You understand? Watu waache kufanya hivyo. Be open, relax. This is a session for feel good, you know? Ama who enjoy sex?
Yeah, definitely everybody. Nani hapendi sex, yeah? So inakam na dangers ya utaacha kusema like maybe kuna mambo ya you have said about the imepotea. You have said about
STIs, yes.
You get to realize now how she's fueling and everything. Yeah? You also mentioned that there is now the thickness of the sperms. Yeah, because literally when people sometimes are dating and they're having this sexual movement, they are hoping that they are going to lead maybe to marriage or that stuff. Yeah, what is the importance of maybe checking your man's sperms when maybe you are having sex and all that kind of stuff?
It all begins with infertility. Watu kwanza wanaume mzoe kwenda hospitali. And then prostate cancer. Testing, screening.
But wanaume wapendi waamini mambo ya prostate cancer on them.
Juu amtaki kuguzwa balls. You can have an option of having a female urologist. So enda hizo cancer screening. Muache kungoja until when you're sick. Lakini wanaume pia undume muache. Be vulnerable. Go to the hospital, visit hospitals. Hakuna issue ukienda kugonjeka na utibiwe. Nyinyi mnaongojanga time you are almost close to be bedridden, ndio mnakimbia hospitali. This matters of sex, watu waanze kuongea saizi. Tell your man hata muende screening. October is Cancer Awareness Month. So people should start getting out. Munaenda jini wote wawili. Even take your nieces, take your nephews. Life will be easier bila watu having that hypocritical mind ya kutongelelea sex na kutotaka kuonekana sex kama ni dhambi. Having sex ni dhambi. No, if you have already done it, you have done it. Na hii si kitu ya kukuja hapa kucheza. Tunakuja hapa kusikia vizuri, si have fun, but really making our body feel okay and comfortable with each other.
Yeah. So and when maybe when you have now engaged in sex, and mostly when you find like couples when they don't get children, they usually blame it on the woman, and the man is not usually blamed. Because maybe the man is producing sperms zinatoka, but wanasema maybe mwanamke ndio apati mtoto. Why? Can you now highlight us on this one, and what is the importance of now everything like that?
Again, infertility is a very sensitive conversation. Wanawake, we have a lot of issues. Na watu waache kuuliza utapata mtoto lini. People should focus with their own uteruses. Uterus yako ni moja, focus on yours. Mwache there is endometriosis, kuna PCOS, there are fibroids, kuna a lot of reproductive health issues with us women. You know, kuna delay, kuna those cramping. Wanaume pia, they should, if you are dating to get to marriage, before atamcommit, endeni hospitali. You know, ulitoa suruali bila kujua kwanza the body of this woman. When you figure tu ilikupendeza ama ni nini. We know you are visual beings. Lakini first health ya huo mwanamke, mujijue hata wewe. Because statistics are hizi. Women who have been in fertility journey for the longest time. Wanaume wao ndo wanakataanga. Anauliza, like we have a group ya women. We talk health and reproductive health. And in that group, there's a woman who said that ati bwanake alikataa. Alishindwa kuinitiate conversation. Juu yeye ameenda test zake zote, ako sawa, mwanaume bado. But anamfinyilia, you are the one mwenye ako na issue. So, conversation kama hizi za infertility, watu waanze kama sahi. Na watu waache kuulizana utapata mtoto lini. Have focus yako ikuwe tu kwa uterus yako. If you don't own a uterus, then sijui unaongea kwa nini. And policy makers, waache kutumekia decisions as women. Mwili yetu ni kama ya wanaume. You know, even the catcalling, yenye wanaume yenye tunapitianga. Oh, you are walking, you know. People should not start looking from the outside. People are suffering from the inside, both mentally, both emotionally, physically.
So there is this conversation. We are always told like you should wait for sex. You should not have sex before marriage. And it's a very sensitive topic even when people are dating. There are those who choose to wait even before after marriage. That's when they have sex. There are some dangers that come with that. We find out that your partner maybe is infertile. You find out maybe she's not maybe sexually aware the way you wanted. Do you encourage people to have sex before marriage or after marriage?
Kuna wenye so far with watu wenye tunaishi nao around, kuna wenye wali have sex na siku ya kwanza na wakaoana. So that is according to its personal. But me personally,
as a sexual health expert,
yes, I would advise women to remain bila having intercourse, because spiritually our womb, we are close to creators. So uache allow every man who comes into your body anakumwagilia tu, hata condomize. If really unawashwa sana na kupeana, condomize, because risk kama hizo zinaletwa na kama HPV. Men, sperm zenu, si unajua sperm zenu ziko na HPV ama ujui? Nyinyi ndo mnabeba, nyinyi you affect. So women, go for pap smears, kwa sababu this HPV inaweza lead to having cervical cancer, breast cancer. and then pia nini, because what if ujue later on niko nayo na itabidi nikatwe my boobs, you understand, it will be another thing and ita lead to kosane ama ita lead to something different. So hiyo ni moja. Another thing, you guys, anytime and people can even engage waseme, anytime you have sex with a man, DNA yake ubaki. The more partners you have, the more DNA umebeba zao. Unaona watu wengine they are suffering, even they are sex therapists. You are suffering mentally juu hata ujielewi, huna common balance because ushai have sex na mtu then energy yako ikaenda chini. Have you ever asked yourself why? Like huyo dem mimi ku feel vibe like ama mimi chali alini waste, nimechoka sana because of the energies. We are human beings but we also have energies, you know. Unaweza pata na mimi useme huyu dem ni vibe, you know, because of the energies. We are human beings but also we have energies. So watu tunafaa you avoid having as many sexual partners because sasa utabeba DNA ya kila mtu. Yeah, na tena hatujudge. Kama body count yako ni watu 70 hatukujudge, but you can now start seeing sex therapists. They can try and reverse yourself. You can also have intentional celibacy for you to remain fast, or again give your life to Christ. Muombe.
Hallelujah. And before we finish up, I want to ask you one final question. Okay. Yeah, sure. Is it okay to leave somebody because they are not sexually satisfying you?
Again, tuko watu wangapi kwa hii dunia? 7 billion. Kama umemcommunicatea this is how you want it, na maybe I happen, you can walk away. Don't stress yourself. Self-love is also something. You should love yourself first. Kitu yenye ikupea jamani, you know, kama akupei sex vile unataka, it is disturbing your mind. So na pia una communicate lakini hataki maybe incorporate the change, you know. Juu huwezi mwachanisha tu hivyo out of nowhere bila communicate what is the issue you're leaving her behind or him. So communicate. Kama si hivyo, songa ukisonganga. We are so many. Hata maybe unalia kwa hiyo bedsitter yako na ujaitoka kwa county yenu. Hii Nairobi ujatoka county unalia tu Roysambu. You know? There are a lot of people, there are a lot of memories, and through that utajua kujipenda mwenyewe. Songa, the energy you had in that woman or that man, invest in yourself, and you will see, you start glowing from the inside, you start radiating positivity. Juu sasa you are not angry. Songa with the positive mind of sija travel, I've not yet met many people. Songa ukiendanga. Yes.
Well, you heard it from the expert herself. She's very vocal, and that's what we love her for. And definitely, I know you love her for that. And because you love her, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and make sure that you share this particular video. It has been a good one from me. Yeah. Has it been a good one from me?
Of course. Hii discussion inaweza ongea throughout.
Yeah, definitely. You should also do another one.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. So make sure you hit that subscription button.
Engage.
Yeah, and make sure you follow her on Instagram. Go check out some of the things that she has done on the amazing project and some of the inspirational stories she has done. Sindio? Yeah, she has done a lot of inspirational stories on sexual health and all that stuff. So my name is from me here, Collins Mashayo Wangoi. I'm telling you adios, muchachos, and see you next time.